Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. So guess what we are talking about today? Well, I put it in the title, so hopefully you read it. So I have a very special guest that's going to be coming on this morning. In fact, let me just tag her so she can join us. Okay. Hold on. Alrighty. All right, let me get that off. Hi, everybody. There you are. There you are. Okay. Hold on one second. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Technology is absolutely wonderful that we can do this. Good morning. Everybody say good morning. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Sorry,
Hello.
I messed up my
Oh,
my phone. 1 second.
don't you love it? Don't you love
Give
it?
me 1 sec. I'm so sorry, everybody.
That's okay. That's all right. I'll let you get ready. You know what? I was gonna put in my headphone things
Okay.
today with the microphone, but I
Is that
didn't.
okay?
So, is everybody like? Can everyone hear us, or is it kind of echoey or distorted or anything? If you want to let us know. Otherwise, I can go get my headphones. They're just in the other room. But I don't know. Well, it's always like such a delay. So you're like, okay, waiting for answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone said they think it's okay. Thank you, Mary, for letting us know that. So I'm so excited that Jax has agreed to be a guest for a second time on the series.
Hey.
So for those of you that are just, tuning in, I don't know, I guess, I'm one of those that I hate to like talk about myself and introduce myself, but we should probably introduce ourselves just in case like people find this video or something. I don't know. So my name is Lee Rader and I am in Wisconsin. And my background is I've been a master cosmetologist for 24 years and I'm a former salon owner. I've been around the industry. In fact, I've seen it evolve. So when I started this series, it was called The Evolution of the Beauty Industry. And I try to come live every Monday, most Mondays if I'm not traveling, and just talk about different subjects in the industry. And so, Jacqueline, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Jacqueline, and I am a professional makeup artist in New Jersey, and I travel across the country for work. I work primarily in television and commercials, but I also dabble in bridal. And Lee, thanks for having me again.
Yes, I know. Well, sometimes it's fun just to have somebody else like talking because I don't know if anybody out there does live videos, but it's kind of like awkward sometimes when you're the one talking. And it just makes it, I think, a little bit more interesting for the viewers. So, and plus, you're so knowledgeable. Like, I feel like I'm more from the cosmetology side of things, and you're more from the makeup industry side of things. And
Yeah.
so I think together we just bring a lot of knowledge, um, to this broadcast. I'll just say that. So, the reason why I wanted to do this particular subject is so many professionals in all the groups I'm in. Now, I'm going to speak mainly from a standpoint of other hairstylists or cosmetologists, that sort of thing. And then Jacqueline's going to talk a little bit more about the makeup artists, like professional makeup artists side of things. So when I
Sure.
see in some of my groups so many like hairstylists and cosmetologists, salon owners, whatever, they're like, what professional makeup lines have a discount? And that is like, I see that question so often. And so we actually have, we have like a list. We have all this research here. We're not going to go through all of them,
No.
but I just thought it would be kind of helpful to talk about what it is that these different companies offer. And just, we want to just kind of give you our opinion and some food for thought along the way, just from our experience. So Jacqueline, I thought it would be a good way to start, and I know we didn't even chat about this, but I was just thinking about this before, but I think a good way to start would be talking about, I guess, the category of these companies, because a lot of them do actually require you to prove that you are a professional or in the industry, I should say. And so most of them do have a list of credentials that are needed. So I thought maybe we could start with that. And I do have a list. And they are different for depending on the company, but I find kind of a common theme with most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to name them or
Name the credentials?
yeah?
I mean,
Like,
they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So most of them are going to want, some form of a legal ID, whether it's, your driver's license, just to prove that it is you. And the other thing that they're going to ask for is like a business card of your, with your identification on there, and as far as your title of what you do. And then some of them do, and not all, you don't need to submit all of this. These are just like options of things you can submit. The other one is a comp card. Do you want to explain what a comp card is?
So a comp card is, well, I mean, a comp card is typically, now I've never submitted a comp card before because the list of things, of requirements,
You have the others.
are so vast, so I don't ever
Yeah.
really need to submit a comp card. But a comp card is basically a compilation of your work with your contact information on it, maybe your agency, that kind of thing. But what I submit typically, because they do offer a list of, it's like, okay, well, you can submit 3 of the following,
Right.
7 things to choose
Right.
from. So what I do is, of course, identification. Everybody has to do that. Typically, they ask for a website that includes a portfolio in it.
Yep.
An Instagram page does not count.
Right. Good point.
Then they
by
ask
the way.
sometimes they ask sometimes if you are repped by an agency, if you are in the union, the makeup union, and they'll ask sometimes they'll ask for a business card. They used to do that more. But I guess since a lot of people started maybe faking them,
Just making their own.
a lot,
Guys,
they're like, "You're a makeup artist. I have this business card to show you."
Or I saw like tear sheet, call sheet, like I guess
Call
mainly
sheet.
proof that you are in the industry, because
Totally. Call sheet is a big one, Lee. Yeah, call sheet is a big one.
And most companies don't want to just give everybody this discount. So they
No.
want some kind of a proof that you are in the industry. So those would be for some of the makeup lines we're talking about. And then I'm at the end, or towards the end, I should say, I'm going to talk about professional lines that can be carried in a salon and what is required for that. So there's two, it's so hard because even though we're talking about cosmetics and the makeup industry, there's like 2 ends of the spectrum when we talk about cosmetics. Okay, so which is why I have you on here. Because we're from 2 ends of the spectrum. However, we're both in the beauty industry. So, all right. So I want you to start talking about some of the more popular brands that you know of and what it is that they have to offer.
Sure. So, I mean, really, almost every brand out there does offer some form of a professional discount. Many of them also offer a student discount. So if you're going to school to be a makeup artist or a hairstylist or esthetician or what have you, they will also honor that if you can prove that you're an active student, and they will honor you that discount as well, or at least some sort of discount. So there are a zillion brands out there, as we all know, right? So I'm not going to go through too many, but I'll go through some big names. So I'm going to start with one name that everybody seems to know, and that is MAC.
Yes. Start with them. Go for it.
MAC has been around for quite some time now. and everybody knows about MAC, right?
Yes.
So MAC, they actually recently changed their pro discount, but this is the information that I have that should be up to date. It is $35 a year once you actually get approved by MAC to have the pro discount. It costs $35 a year, and then $65 for 2 years to have that discount the entire year, and then for the entire 2 years. Makeup artists who are already working professionals get 40% off. Okay, 30% off to hairstylists and cosmetologists and maybe even models and actors, fashion stylists like wardrobe stylists, manicurists, agents, so basically people that are in the industry, working in the industry.
Estheticians, I think, fall
yeah,
under this.
absolutely. And then they give 20% off to students. Okay. And they have an annual limit. And when I look over here, I'm looking at my list just so I can make sure that I'm giving you all the
information. Yeah, we have notes.
Yeah. And they have an annual limit of $10,000, per year of what you are allowed to spend. Now, I mean, I personally don't spend $10,000 a year on makeup, but I think that's an interesting thing that they do have a limit.
Yeah. Well, and so I want to touch on that from the hairstylist point of view. So most hairstylists are used to retailing the products that they use.
Yeah.
And so MAC, when you are actually applying for this pro card, I believe that's what they call it, you're actually signing a contract that you will not retail their products. So basically you are paying for a membership to get a discount. And so that's why a lot of these companies put these limits in place, because that's just sort of another safety guard for them, that you are not going to actually retail. They want you to fill your kit with their products and use them on clients. But when the client wants the product, they want you to send them to the MAC store. Right. And they actually, if you read the fine print on most of the ones that we're going through, they all say they reserve the right to deny, cancel any order if they would like. Like if they have any suspicion of you ordering large quantities of something and they don't like it, they can just go ahead and say no. And I'm sorry if I'm like taking over, but the other thing that I saw is most of what we're going to go through, most of them do not give you a discount on new launches or anything that's already on sale as well. So, just from what I found. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm glad that you brought that up though, Lee. I'm really glad that you brought that up because, I'm a freelancer. I'm a freelance makeup artist. I'm not in a salon. I've never worked in a salon atmosphere before. So I'm going to be talking about this from the freelance makeup artistry side. So I love the fact that you just kind of honed that whole thing into why really there is that rule in place of the limit, the annual limit. It's because really of what you just said. It's you can't retail them in salons or other type of establishments such as that. So all right, so that's MAC. So let's go to let's go to NARS. NARS is popular, right?
Yep. NARS is popular.
What a wonderful line they are. I happen to like NARS a little bit more than MAC personally. So that's good. Okay, so NARS is a good program. So there's no cost to sign up for the NARS Pro discount. You get 25% off as an industry student and assistant. Okay. You get 30% off as industry professionals and, bridal makeup artists, special event makeup artists, like live event makeup artists. All right. And then you get 40% off if you are a celebrity or a celebrity makeup artist, television makeup artist, editorial, you work in film, that kind of thing. Okay, so they do distinguish, which is interesting, and I kind of understand, but it kind of sucks a little bit. They do distinguish between a bridal makeup artist and a live event kind of makeup artist,
Right.
and somebody who works in production like me. Um, I mean, that's kind of lame. You know, that's kind of lame to me, only because I certainly started out very heavy in the bridal industry.
Mhm.
I was doing way more bridal work than production, and the fact that I wouldn't be recognized as deserving of more of the discount
Right.
is a little frustrating, to, if I'm being honest. But okay, whatever they decide.
Mhm.
And they also have the right to refuse any order,
Yep.
like you mentioned earlier. You're also not allowed to retail NARS Cosmetics, of course. Really, any of these lines that we're going over, you'll have a discount if you can get approved for their discount, but you are never allowed to
Mhm.
retail or resell their makeup. So anything that you purchase at a discounted rate, you can then not turn it around and make a profit off of selling to your brides or you know, whoever's on set with you who just really
Right.
needs to have that lip gloss that you just put on them.
Mhm.
You're legally not allowed to sell it to them.
Mhm.
So that
Exactly.
that's again interesting. Mm-hmm.
I know it is, and especially because, I mean, 25% off is, I don't know. I mean, you can get that sometimes on a sale going through a department store that's carrying the products. So,
Yeah,
you
basically.
know, but okay, I guess. And
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, 30, 40% off. You know, that can be, I mean,
Hmm.
40% off, you know, that's generous, you know?
Right, right.
Um, but yeah, okay, sure. Uh, Good line. They're all great lines. There we go. Okay. Let's go to another. Let's see. What's another one that I want to talk about?
How about Urban Decay? Urban Decay.
Urban. Okay.
Yep.
Let's go to Urban.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so Urban Decay, they offer a 40% pro discount,
Hmm.
and they have a maximum ordering of $500 per quarter. So per quarter is 3 months. So every 3 months, you cannot order more than $500. So you have to make sure you're under that amount.
And that
Yeah.
one, I believe, is only available in the US, right?
You know what? I'm not sure about that, but I can look into
Mhm.
it. Hmm.
A lot of them that I was researching, it said US only, some were Canada,
Hmm.
and maybe they just have a different website for different countries. I'm not sure, but it seemed to kind of be the theme that I was seeing on most of them.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, I know which one I wanted to touch on because I thought this was interesting, and I don't know, I guess it's not probably known maybe as well as some of the others, but Scott Barnes.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought I thought that was really interesting. If you want to just go over that, because that is a a cost as well.
Yeah, that is really that's a good one to talk about. So Scott Barnes has a program that you get 30% off of products.
Mhm.
And by the way, Scott Barnes, phenomenal celebrity makeup artist, like unreal. He does J Lo all the time. He's
Yeah.
just amazing, right? Um, his program is $19 a month,
Mhm.
right? $27 bi-monthly, $69 every 6 months.
Mhm. Mhm.
So,
I just was
so
like, wow.
yeah, so there's another one.
And when I was looking at his website, I was like, it didn't really go over exactly like what else you got for that. It said that you maybe had some access to things that he does, but it wasn't, his website doesn't have a lot on it. It's very vague. It's very, so I was like, wow, $19 a month. I mean, good for him, you know?
Yeah,
I was like,
hey man,
wow.
more power to you. Good for you,
Because
dude.
from what I saw, like none of the other lines were doing a monthly charge like that. So I was like, must be doing well with whatever he's doing. So
Hey, good
um,
for you, Scott Barnes. More
I
power to you.
yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting, and from like a business standpoint, I was like, so Just want to throw that
Good
out.
for him. Good for him. Good
Yeah.
for him. Okay.
So what about Smashbox?
Smashbox. Okay, let's go to Smashbox. Smashbox, you get 40% off as a pro VIP. You get 30% off if you're a freelancer. So there is that distinguishing factor there.
Yeah.
You get 20% off as a student, and you have to have a maximum order. There's a maximum order of $500. No more than 3 of each item can you purchase at one time, and they also, of course, reserve the right to limit any order, and you don't get any discounts on sale items. I mean, you typically don't get discounts on sale items, I guess, right?
Yeah. Right.
But
That'd be double
yeah,
dipping.
but yeah, you can't get more than 3 items at 3 of the same items at a time. So if you have your pro discount, right, and you have a a movie or a show coming up, and you are buying these things, and you want to make sure that you have a few of the same exact products on hand, and you're buying them, you are unable to buy the same thing more than 3 times.
Or even if you want to get like gifts for the bridal party or something.
Right, gifts for bridal parties and all of that. Yeah, you can't do it. So
yeah, I thought that was and again, that's probably a safeguard in place because you cannot retail Smashbox. So
absolutely.
They want
and you know what, Lee, though, honestly, because you can't retail any of these lines, the safeguards that they have in place make total sense.
Yeah.
Total sense. I know some people are watching and they're now I can't see any comments or anything like that, so because it's your, I'm live on your page.
Yeah.
But I'm sure eventually there will be comments that say, oh, that's not fair, that kind of. Listen, they're all in business, and it makes total sense because you're not allowed to retail their products. So why would they make it easy for you to retail their products illegally? They're not going to. Of course not. Right? It makes sense. It makes sense.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So which one do you? I keep picking them, so I feel like you should.
Okay. All right. So
you should pick
Stila. Let's do Stila. Stila's popular. Love that. Love them. So there's no cost to apply and be awarded a Stila Pro discount. Students enrolled in cosmetology school and cosmetic retail and salon employees get 20% off. Okay. Pro makeup artists who work in bridal, who are repped by an agency, who work in production like TV, film, whatever, we get 40% off. And then there is an annual maximum of $4,000, no more than $500 an order, and only 3 per item.
Okay, so it's very similar to the others.
Yeah, so 3 of the same SKUs you're allowed to order per item.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Now, I don't know because I've never been like I've never worked with that type of a brand in a department store. So is that generally the same discount that you would get if you actually were working for the brand?
You know what? Probably. I'm not 100% sure, but probably. I would assume so. You might get more gratis when you're working for a line, and they may just gift you items to use and try, which is always a wonderful plus.
Yeah.
But as far as their discounts, I can't imagine them giving more than 40%, just because you work for them. I would say if anybody can correct me on that one, please comment below. If you have more.
I'm just curious, because I know, and it's different for every brand as far as if you're like freelancing for them or if you're in the department store, like how they even pay you. So like that's a whole nother video. So we're not going to get into that, but I mean, I just thought of that in my mind. I'm like, oh, I wonder how that is, so. But, okay, so what about Bobbi Brown Cosmetics?
Ooh, Bobbi. Bobbi's fab. love.
Yeah.
No cost to apply, right? And be awarded. Uh,
Mhm.
but there's a 40% industry discount, which is fantastic, right?
Yeah.
No more than 6 units per item, and you have the limit, of course, of $10,000 a year.
Hmm.
Now, again, I just want to repeat, the freelance makeup artists who are tuning into this are like, $10,000 a year in Bobbi Brown. Like, okay, like I love her, but I'm not buying $10,000 a year. So that factoid is not really for us specifically. That's
Hmm.
really more towards the people who are trying to retail things like
Exactly.
salons, like in more volume and greater volume than us as freelance makeup artists. So it makes more sense to them
It
why we're
does make
saying,
more sense. And that's
yeah,
all, that's a struggle. Like if you have watched any of my videos that I've done, because I'm speaking mainly from that side of things where retailing has, that's really what's evolved in the salon side of things. So from a
right,
salon standpoint, it's very difficult to find makeup brands that you can carry in your salon that are high quality. They provide you with good education.
yeah,
You can use them on everything from bridal up to high fashion and all the way down to everyday makeup. Um,
right.
so so a lot of salon professionals that I know, they're like, oh well, I'm just going to carry this brand, and I'm like, you can't. They're like, what do you mean I can't? Because these brands that we've already mentioned, they do not allow you are signing a contract with them that you will not retail anything because they want to keep that sale. They're giving you a discount so that you use their products. And what is the first thing the client says is, oh, I really like it. Where can I get it? Well, you have to go to the store and get it.
Right.
But on the makeup side of thing, or the makeup side of the industry, that's all they've really had ever. So that's just what they're used to. So that's why we keep kind of saying that, okay?
Right, right, exactly. And so, we have our cover effects. We have Dr. Brandt. We have Eve Pearl. We have Laura Mercier. Friends Beauty, Namies, Camera Ready Cosmetics. All these amazing places and companies. Um, but you can't. I mean, basically, all of the discounts are, within 10 or 5%
Right.
each other. So they're all fantastic discounts. But of course, you cannot retail with any of these. So I mean, I feel like going over more of these will be kind of repetitive because we're
Yeah.
saying the same thing.
Yeah, and I know when we were talking to, like, I'm definitely going to be doing an article on my blog where I will list all of the discounts that I have, and most of them have websites that you just go to and you can
Yeah.
apply for them there. But I mean, like, how confusing is that too? Like going here for this and that, like going to all these different websites for what? Some of them you can get a discount in their store. Some of them you can't. It depends if it's a corporate store or not.
Right.
Most of them, they want you to go to their website to get the actual discount. So we have that too. But the one that I thought was interesting is It Cosmetics. And It Cosmetics, when I looked them up, they actually have a $4,000 limit per year. So theirs was a little bit lower. They're 20% off for students, 30% off for industry professionals, and they didn't really list out what that is exactly. And that is also only available in the US as far as I could see on the website I was looking at. So,
Can I tell you something really funny about
yeah.
It Cosmetics? First of all, great line, by the way, great line. And they have great brushes and stuff. I was not approved for a pro discount.
You weren't?
No,
Okay. Do you remember what you sent in?
no. I mean, it was a few months ago because I just wanted to see, and the answer was no.
Oh, that's just so funny. I'm like, I just that's funny because, like, I mean, you do so much work in the industry. I mean, that's like your full time job. So
I know.
okay.
It was funny. A friend had said, "Oh, their brushes are really nice." And I mean, Lee, you probably know that I am obsessed with all things makeup brushes. And so I wanted to test them out. So I applied for a pro discount to see if I wanted to buy a couple.
Hmm.
And I am not buying them because I wasn't accepted.
Guess not. I guess I don't want your money, so that's okay. I know some, you get hooked up with other brushes, so
Yeah,
I guess it's their loss. But the other thing that we should probably touch on is there were a few of the brands that they are not currently accepting new applications for their discount programs.
yeah.
And I mean, do you know why that is, Jack?
I don't. I don't know why. Again, if anybody, and I'm going to share this video to my page too after. So if anybody's watching and they can kind of shed some light on this, that would be extremely helpful to what Lee and I are doing. Um, but I believe Makeup Forever might be one of those lines where they're
Yes, they
currently not
are.
accepting.
Yes.
Yeah. What was another one?
So one of them that I did see, and I don't know if I actually wrote it down, but on their website they said they weren't currently accepting new applicants because they were recently bought out by L'Oreal. So they will be revamping the entire structure of their,
Oh,
program.
I see.
So that could be part of it too, where some of these brands are like, you know what, maybe we need to like redo this whole program and really, reevaluate what we have going on. That's the only thing I can think of because it's like, well, why would you limit how many people like can get your makeup at a discount? I just thought that was kind of odd. So
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
that. I don't know. I can't
I
say
know
for sure.
that Becca is currently not, right? I'm pretty sure Becca Cosmetics is not.
Let me look. Yes, that is currently unavailable. You are correct.
Okay. Also Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's like a coming soon kind of deal.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
Mm-hmm.
what else is there. Dr. Brandt. Which is skincare, by the way, if you're not familiar. Um, let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe not Dr. Brandt. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through like my pages and pages of brands, you
Yeah,
guys.
me too. Me
Woo!
too.
That's why it's like,
So
what
many
do
things.
which ones? Oh, Lashes in a Box. That one
Lashes
is
in a box. Mm-hmm.
soon. Yeah, Makeup Forever, we already said.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Yeah, some of these I'm like, I wouldn't even use their products anyway. I'm sorry, that's kind of, I shouldn't say that. Scratch.
Some
I'm
of
not
them
going to
I
mention
wouldn't
any
use either.
names, but.
No, some of them I wouldn't use either because a couple of them, not the ones that we've mentioned, by the way.
Right. None
But
of them
there are
that
a
have
couple on this list that we have. I
right.
mean, this is a long list. And there are a couple on this list that are definitely not professional grade makeup, like for sure. But they still offer
Exactly.
a discount.
So now that we touched on those brands, there's a few brands that are very popular in the salon world that I just thought I would touch on. And what's really interesting about these are there's been a lot of changes with them lately. So could this information be even updated? Yeah, probably. However, the one that I want to cover is Mirabella. So Mirabella is a line that you will see in some salons and spas. And so they now, and maybe they always had this, I don't know, they now have two programs. So they have Mirabella Pro and then they have Mirabella Retailer. So with a Mirabella Pro, it's like the same thing we're talking about. You get a discount, but you are not allowed to retail the products. And it didn't say what that discount was. I don't even know. And then to be a Mirabella retailer, you must buy an intro between $3,000 and $6,000, and then you get a discount on the products to retail at your salon and spa. All right, so very interesting that they have two programs. But the other one that I wanted to mention is Jane Iredale. So Jane Iredale was always one of those brands that you had to get at a salon and spa. Like that was where you had to go and get it. They worked with a lot of
Mhm.
high-end salons, but I actually did a video at some point. I don't even remember when, but last year, like kind of fall of last year, they actually made an announcement that they were going to now strike a deal with a department store and be available online to their, to whoever wanted it through the department stores. Okay, so, but with them,
Wow.
their intros depend on the size of your salon and spa, and they actually do like you to, well, they don't say it's, well, they really do kind of have like a suggested how much you should retail a quarter. And so I thought that was kind of interesting because I thought, oh my gosh, for all of those, spas now, it's like, oh, now their clients just, go online and get the cosmetics. And so, but yet a lot of these companies still have these quotas or suggested, whatever on there. Um, and the other one was Youngblood. And for Youngblood, they actually have a $4,000
Wow.
buy-in for the
Yeah.
salons and spas. But what's really interesting is I looked up most of these on Amazon as well. And almost all of these brands are very readily available on Amazon. So, a lot of the salons and spas I've talked to, they're like, we just can't even compete with this whole Amazon thing, because so why do we even carry any makeup in our salon? Because if we use it, our clients, they just go to Amazon and get it. So they're putting a lot of stock on their shelves with all
Hmm.
of these brands, and then it just sits there. And we all know that there is a expiration, on cosmetics and skincare.
Of course.
So that's very unfortunate. So if you want, go back and watch some of my videos. I also talk about other brands like Aveda as well, because they now have a consumer website where they will retail Aveda to all of the consumers. So that's just changing the way that things are as well. But I've got a lot of resources about that. So I'm not going to get into that right now because I'll be here all day. Because we could talk about that all day.
Ah,
So
yeah.
now, I mean, do you want to talk about any other brands, or should we talk a little bit about, what we love and what we found was probably the most, lucrative and profitable brand to
Yeah, let's
consider?
do it. Let's talk about it. So, again, everything that I say is from the freelance makeup artistry side of things, okay? So, in my experience as a makeup artist since 2009, I've always been asked that question that Lee asked earlier. Oh, what is this? Where can I get it? I love it, all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. And at the beginning, it was, oh, you can go find this at Laura Mercier because I used to work for Laura Mercier. Oh, you can get this. This is Hourglass. Oh, this is MAC. Oh, this is, Makeup Forever. This is whatever, whatever. And I'm sending these people out to all of these places or the websites to get the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I basically advertised for them. I was promoting for all these lines without really being paid for them at all.
Right.
Um, and for me, I come from a business background. I went to school for producing and I minored in business, and I've always had a love for business and an interest in business, and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of common sense wise, it didn't make sense for
Mm-hmm.
me to be just pushing my clients, my beloved clients,
Right.
pushing them away and having them take that extra step first of all, so that now they either have to go into another store, right, to
Mm-hmm.
get their stuff, or to go ahead and get it online somewhere else. Um, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I found Motives Cosmetics, which we all know. If you're watching and you know me and you know Lee, you know that we're both very much partnered and in love with Motives Cosmetics. We have our
Surprise.
own love affairs. We have our own love affairs with Motives, but Motives has a pro artist program that a lot of people don't seem to know about still, which again, the word of the day is that's interesting. But it's a fantastic program. So you, if you are somebody who doesn't want to or isn't ready to just start building teams and doing all of those kind of things, but you're a professional in the industry and you want, number one, amazing cosmetics and skincare at a pro discount, right? And you want to be able to keep your clients with you for longer and be able to service them better, by being able to offer them these high end products. This is what the Motives Pro discount offers. So it's $40 a year.
Yep.
Right. And then you apply just like any other pro discount, the same types of materials like your ID, if you have a comp card or your website,
your
if
portfolio,
your agency,
pictures of your
portfolio,
work,
all of those things, the normal thing. And then when you are approved, you actually get your own website. So not only do you get the discount, right? You get your pro discount, but now Motives actually gives you your own mini website that you can call whatever you want. All right. It could be your business name. It could be your name. It could be whatever you want it to say. And your clients can literally buy from you directly instead of you sending them elsewhere. So you can collect that retail profit by doing what you've been doing for years and just leaving money on the table. So not only does it help you and your bottom line as a business owner and as a small business owner and artist, but it also is another way to service your client and offer them the best.
Yeah, and there's so many other benefits that I'm going to actually go through, but like I just want to reiterate what she said. For $40 a year, you get a total e-commerce, which by the way is mobile friendly as well, website with cosmetics, skincare, all sorts of items on there that you can actually retail. So they want you to retail, and then they're like, and we're going to give you the tools to retail, plus we're going to give you up to a 40% discount on whatever you're purchasing. And that is the profit you're going to make when your clients visit the website. And you don't even have to stock the products because the company will actually drop ship them directly to your clients. And you'll just get an email in the morning when you wake up saying, congratulations, somebody ordered this from your website. So it's open 24/7.
Yeah, there's no inventory.
No.
There's no inventory to
None.
keep. It's not like that.
Yeah. So some of the benefits of the program are you actually get those websites, the e-commerce website, the personal mobile site. You actually get customers because the company, if somebody just goes to Motives Cosmetics, they don't keep the customers. They give those out to people, that are working with Motives Cosmetics. So that is definitely a possibility that you could get one of those, right? You have access on your website to a skincare analysis tool. So if you're like a cosmetologist or somebody where you're like, I don't really know like a lot about skincare, but I love it. And that just, when you're doing makeup, you guys, just so you know, skin always comes up because clients are like, do you have something for this? Can you help me with this? You can just say, can you just take this analysis, and then it will recommend what's perfect for them. And it will give them several choices. It won't just give them a one size fits all, regimen. We also have a Get the Look on the website. So there's thousands of pictorials. Some are video tutorials. And so you can also learn new looks. Your clients can go on there, learn new looks, learn what it takes to, complete the look, which is great. You also have access to a whole entire like online event system where you can offer that. I'm not going to get into that too much, but with the Pro Artist program, you actually get a mentor. So you have somebody to actually help you and teach you and guide you and give you the necessary tools and information that you need, because then you also will have access to tons of education, marketing materials. Gosh, I just can't even begin to even describe what that means
You'll
because
be,
me being
I know,
a
you'll
tradition.
be placed.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you'll be
I know
placed
it's kind of
into
delayed.
a private Facebook group that will offer free online trainings, multiple every
Mm-hmm.
single week. Um, you will have access to other online trainings, in-person trainings, events that you can leverage and bring your clients to. Should
Yes.
you have that need to do that, if you want to make more money
Mm-hmm.
retailing. Um, yeah, it's really a phenomenal program, and it stems from a pro discount.
Right, I know. And so you're basically you're paying $5 more than what you're paying to Mac, but then you're getting like all of that on top of it and your own website and everything. And then
Hmm.
we also have access to beauty from the inside out things as well, because if you know anything about skincare, it's not always what you're putting on, it's also what's going on in their body. So we're able to, help customers with that as well. So there's just a lot of great benefits to it, but it's just crazy to me because people don't realize that, it's just not even an option out there. And so when I talk to people, and they'll be even having like these like they'll do a workshop where they're teaching their clients how to apply makeup, like a bunch of people, and then they'll take them to the store and help them like
Yeah,
purchase all these cosmetics. And it's like you could just do that for yourself. And by the way, it is professional quality cosmetics. We're not talking about, I don't want to name anybody, but like this is a brand that a lot of professionals use because you can use it for everyday women, but you can also use it for bridal, you can use it for fashion shoots, you can use it for commercial television. It's
yep,
kind of a we actually just kind of put together our collection with all of the best stuff out there. So you don't even have to carry 8 to 10 brands in your kit anymore. You can definitely get a lot from this one brand. So
yeah, that's what I do.
yeah, basically, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer that way. So I know that you wanted to touch a little bit about what's happening tonight.
Yes. So tonight at 9 p.m., thankfully I almost forgot. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be conducting a free webinar. It's a professional motives overview. So if you've ever had questions about the business as a whole, the opportunity, what it could mean for you, feel free to register. You will get an email alert saying that you
Mhm.
have been registered, and then just sign in at 9 o'clock, and there you go.
Yeah, and you can
I'll
just
be
find out a
answering
little.
all of your questions.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go over a little bit more in depth what we talked about because there's even more than what we're talking about. But if
Right.
you are watching this video and you're like, I want to know how to apply for a Motives Pro discount, then reach out to the person that invited you to this video, or reach out to Jacqueline or I, because we
Mhm.
can definitely assist you in getting that. And it only takes about a week to get approved. And then your website is up and running immediately when you're approved. So it's pretty cool. If you haven't checked out motivescosmetics.com, make sure you do, because it's not just like I've gone to other websites where I'm just like it's just not as good as what we have. So go check it out and see. It's great, and they are constantly updating it. So whatever's coming out or whatever's new, or like right now, we're going to be launching the new fall and winter collection for this year. They're updating it with that. We have a new men's skincare line that's been updated on there. Like, if anybody has ever built their own website, you will appreciate that
Yes.
because it's not easy. And going back to the marketing, like if you've ever owned your own business or a salon or whatever, freelance, and had to try to put together your own marketing stuff, we even like have workshops already, like outlines that you can do with your clients. We have I mean, flyers for things. We have, I mean, it's all available. So, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, we probably, like I said, we can just talk more about that tonight. So, if
Yeah.
anybody is interested in that webinar, I'll put a link below in the comments. And so you can go ahead and register for that and just watch it and see if it's something that you think would work in with what you got going on, and or if you know somebody that's looking for having a line that they can retail. That, by the way, is exclusive. Like truly, truly, you're not going to find it all over Amazon and readily available just anywhere. Okay,
Yeah.
so all right, guys. Thank you so much, Jax, for being my
Thank
guest.
you.
And
Thank you for having
we'll do
me
some
again.
more stuff. You know.
Yes.
You can be on the East Coast. I'll just be in the Midwest, and we'll just But hopefully we can see each other in person soon. I don't even know when that's gonna happen, but
I know. Definitely
I mean,
February.
I know I just saw you in last month, but I didn't really get to like see you. Like I saw you, but I didn't really, so whatever. We'll have to get together. I know we keep talking about that. So
Yeah.
but yeah. So did you want to say anything else, or we think we covered it?
I think we covered it. If you feel like this video was something that that is shareable, then please share it so that more people can learn about the pro discounts that certain companies have,
Right.
and then ours as well. That would be great. And then just like Lee said, just contact one of us or whoever shared this video with you and get your questions answered.
All right, yeah, exactly. Because you know what? We're all like, if you're in the industry, we should all unite together and help each other out, and that's what it's all about. I know I've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But let's be real, let's be kind, and let's celebrate each other's successes. And together we can accomplish so much more. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Jax, and tune in next Monday. For I don't even know what my subject will be yet, but I'll bring you something good.
Tune in for something.
Yeah, you're in for something. That's a week away. I got time. All right, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.